Hopefully that'll work. Oh no, I gotta resend all that. Crap. That's right. That screws up all my settings trying to let people know. Okay, yes, okay, DLive is at least working now. So give me a second to resend this. And then we will get going with the next day of the Star Citizen Expo. Unfortunately, it will not be quite as long of a stream, just because of restrictions on my own time. I apologize. At least we have the streams working. Let's see if I can do this quickly. What's the point of setting up my default upload settings in streaming settings if it never actually sets that, and I have to set it every time I start streaming? Okay. Problems. New link. Repost. No, wait, no, that's not the one I wanted. So just trying to get this up thanks to all the stream problems. I apologize for that. Okay, sending the last of these again. I apologize for the delay. I don't know what was going on with DLive there, but at least we got it fixed. Hopefully. Okay. No, I had actually shut down and restarted the stream. Okay. So I've resent. Oh, yep. Got to move my mic down. Okay, I have resent all the various site links. Hopefully the stream is now working. Okay, frames are a little bit better. Let's see if I can see what happens if I do this. You know what? No. I normally play this all the way up here. I want to see what happens if this is playable and streamable. Or if it's just going to be unplayable. Well, there's not a whole lot of difference there. Okay, so the issues that we have thus far remain unchanged. Okay. So it is day 2 of the Expo. I love how much detail this game has. It's day 2 of the Expo. It is RSI day. And we're going to do a lot more ground stuff today. Because I've been focusing on bounty hunting. I like flying around shooting stuff. But there's so much more to do in this game. So we're going to check out the Expo first. And then we're going to do some of that other stuff. So, assuming this doesn't choke on me, there is going to be these loading and popping problems, given how much there is. Oh, now we got that glitch again. Okay, first to the Expo. Oh, get out of his selfie. And something that I've sort of been seeing going around while we wait to get there is people... certain recommendations are being made about ships. But... and by people that are like reviewers, not just random small-time streamers like me. They are very much stuck into a very specific type of meta for playing this game. One that I'll just go out and say it, I do not agree with. And so I take what they say about some ships with a grain of salt. All the ships have their place in one way or another. Some of them, yes, are waiting a lot for their mechanics to come in. But do not just dismiss them without actually looking at what the ship is and what it does. There's uses for them, and then there's just having fun, you know? That's a thing. And then there's coming up with uses that aren't necessarily on their officially approved list of activities. And you know what? No, I'm still gonna wait to do a lot of my purchases and stuff till I get more cash. So that's elevators at the Zenith Hall right now. Oh, they're all going to be at the Zenith Hall. All right, we'll wait a little bit. So, yesterday we were at the Anvil Hall. Today we're going down to the RSI Hall, which is opened up. And if you go to the ship, you can check. They will be the front and center page when you go to the Expo. But you can. There's a little back arrow on the sidebar on the left. It'll take you back to the Anvil page, if you're looking on the website. All right. There we go. For a second I wondered if my... Okay, my graphics card is still not liking streaming, and and playing at the same time. At all. Yeah, Chris Roberts is the man who invented space simulators and created and is creating this game. And, well, the way that Roberts Space Industries is treated is like the sort of old man of the space companies. They might not make the biggest and flashiest stuff, but they've been around the longest and have some of the most accessible and well-used models. They do not have as much flyable at the moment. We have the 4 big ships, the Constellations, here in front of us. We have downstairs the Ursa Rover and some ships that are not in the game but will be. And then we have the massive fleet of Auroras and their Mantis over in that direction. And the Aurora is one of the starter ships. So we're going to look at instead of doing what we did last time, this time we're going to look at the Constellations first. And we have the Aquila, the Andromeda, the Taurus, and the Phoenix. And the Aquila is an exploration variant. The Andromeda is just the regular standard variant. The Taurus is the cargo variant. And the Phoenix is the luxury variant. We're just going to go straight across here. And these are some of the biggest ships that you can fly on your own, but are very multi-crew friendly. They're designed to be multi-crewed. So, this is the Aquila. This is the exploration variant. And it looks like some of the lights aren't going to make things easy. And this is the elevator to get in, of course. Oh yeah, the elevator. It's powered down, unfortunately. So here's our bridge. You have the captain's chair, or pilot's chair, and a pair of secondary chairs for scanning, helping run the ship, managing stuff, shooting missiles. All of these have a lot of missiles. Then you have a lower gun turret and an upper scanning turret, which doesn't really do a whole lot. It'll really come in with more exploration, but it's there. And I guess I should say that all these ships, part of what makes them very single player friendly is the fact that they do have 4 guns that the pilot controls, plus the pile of missiles. Now, if you have other crew, obviously, you can have someone who helps fire the missiles, someone running the turret, and then when we get to the back of the ship, you'll see something else someone has to do. But you don't need the turrets. You don't lose a lot of your firepower if you don't have friends to help you. Back to the crew quarters, we have the refresher. We have some lockers. We have a table that I don't know where the button is to activate it because I don't use Connies very often. Weapons rack. 4 beds, which, when escape pods are activated, will function as escape pods. You just get in the bed and it throws you out of the ship. We have the big cargo bay. And you can fit most vehicles in here. Not the biggest of the vehicles, unfortunately, but you can fit a lot of vehicles in here. And of course cargo, so it's nice and useful. Here's some of the missiles. Looks like these are dummy missiles. Yeah, these are dummies. And it's got the same thing on the other side. Just past it, one of the side airlocks. Got engineering stuff, which is just kind of spread throughout the ship. More engineering stuff. And now, the Constellations special surprise inside. They have a Parasite Fighter. You get into that little cockpit, and you just drop off the bottom of the ship and go start shooting things. And all the Constellations, except for the Taurus, has one of these. And there's two different fighters that can be used in that role right now. The Merlin, which has a big minigun on the nose and a pair of small wing guns. And then the Archimedes, which is faster, but then just has four small guns. No big nose Gatling cannon. I think it's over here. Yeah, it is. Oh no, okay, yep, that's what I was looking for. And there's the cargo bay again. And that is the Aquila, the exploration variant. Then when you run around, you have the Andromeda, which is the standard variant. And I'm going to rent this one because they're for free. This was the first one in, and like the Aquila, it has the 4 big guns. It has the ship in the back. It has a pile of missiles. I think this actually has the most missiles of them. A lot of this is the same, slightly different view screen or windshield. But I'm just running around to show you. Oh, right. One of the big differences besides the shape and color is that it, instead of the top scanning turret, it just has another gun turret. So you've got top and bottom gun turrets here. That only has a bottom gun turret. And then again, it has a fighter all the way in the back. But most of this is going to be the same. Because, I mean, there's still Constellations. Got a ton of... Oh, those don't look like dummy missiles. Oops. Oops. Yeah, and then you get the fighter again. I should run back and actually look at the fighter from the bottom. Okay, we're going to go do that. So you can actually see a little bit more of the little fighter. And you can get the fighters on their own without the Constellations. It's just that they come with one. Well, several of them come with one as standard. 3 of them come with one as standard. Yeah, and there's a little Parasite snub fighter. And you can't see it because it's on top, but most of this front nose is a gun. Got these 2 wing guns and got a big nose gun. Gatling cannon. I think it's a Tiger Strike, maybe? And then these arms that unfold, they're a little hard to see. Also have a ton of missiles on them. So these are missile boats. These can really ruin your day. So you got the big guns, and 2 of them, I believe, on all of these can be made even bigger guns. And then you got tons and tons of missiles with which to defend yourself. Now this is a Taurus. It's the cargo variant. It only has the top gun turret. The bottom turret has been converted to be a tractor beam for cargo loading, which will be getting its update pass very soon in the game. And there's a glitch for you. It's a little too low in the floor. Oops. It has double the cargo capacity. It's been stretched so it carries double the cargo capacity. So you can... This might actually fit the biggest vehicles because of that. Maybe not the tank, but probably the other vehicles. Let's see if this just destroys everything. Nope, okay. And then it doesn't have the snub fighter either. Unfortunately, it has... Man, running this on max is just killing my frames even more than normal, but oh well. it has more cargo space. And as I understand it, this is shielded, so you can smuggle using this space, put illegal goods in here, and if you need to deal with the cargo in here in a hurry, it will be ejectable. You could just jettison it from the ship. Ouch. And, you know, it doesn't have the snub fighter. It's missing its bottom turret. But it's also the cheapest of the Constellations. And it relies the least on having other players to help run it. So the Taurus is kind of the go-to for the single-player first Constellation. And again, it's got double the cargo capacity, so you can make some nice money out of it. And there's the Phoenix. Of the luxury ships, the Phoenix is one of the most useful, but I'm on a lot of the luxury ships. But it is still useful. I mean, it's still a Constellation. It still has a big cargo bay for storage and usage. It's still well armed. Its armament is pretty much the same as the regular Constellation. There's talks that it might get an automated gun turret as well to help defend the ship. What's this? Oh, right. I know what that is. I'm facing a different direction I thought I was. Ah! Glitches! No! Don't glitch! This is an elevator, which takes you up to the luxury part of the ship. And this is just like bolted into the middle of a regular Constellation. Like, if you go back here, we're just back to more of the same. But then you have the luxury part of the ship. You get a jacuzzi, which is currently not activatable because it turns out water doesn't handle very well when you're flying in mad turns in space. Got the master bedroom suite. Got the dinner table, got the bar. Got a fish tank. Just got some like meeting areas. Got a couple smaller suites. You know, this is like luxury light. It's a luxury ship, but it's not what I would call top of the line luxury. You know? But then you go right back out and it's more of the same old RSI Constellation because, let's be honest, Robert Space Industries didn't really put the most effort into this. They just bolted luxury onto a pre-existing workhorse. But again, by doing that, it makes it one of the most useful luxury ships in the game. So we're going to head off to the Zenith Hall first, and then we'll do downstairs again. Oh, and there's the, there's this one. This is the one that comes with the Archimedes. So it has twice the wing guns, scraps the nose gun, and is faster and more maneuverable. When that doesn't, and that seems like a upgrade because, you know, you can see these guns, they look impressive. I'm telling you, the Merlin's nose gun is most of the nose of the Merlin. It's a big Gatling cannon. You let me know if the slideshow is getting really annoying and I'll turn the graphics back down, but I seem to be able to play like this even if it's pretty bad on frames. And then you run back here and you get 5 Anvil has the Hornet. RSI has the Aurora. And these little buggers are also very much workhorses. We'll get to the Mantis. These little buggers are absolutely workhorses. They've got the Esquire, the Clipper, the Luxury, the Legionnaire, and the Marquis. And I'm going to be honest, with the exception of the Legionnaire, I'm not entirely sure what all the differences are besides visually. The Legionnaire has slightly bigger weapon hardpoints and bigger missiles. And a beefier engine. Because this is the combat militia variant churned out in bulk and passed out by the UE Navy in order to get people in the air with something that shoots, basically. Which one's this? This is the Marquis. Does this actually tell us what the differences are? Because you can read these. Okay, so this is like a combat courier ship. It comes decently armed, and you strap your cargo. It locks onto your cargo boxes with those clamps. And then for regular box delivery missions, you just toss them in here. Because Auroras have tiny little interior space. They do have a bed, which is nice. And then your cockpit. So, not a lot to inside of the ship. It's designed to be a cheap ship to get stuff done with. Now, which one's this one? Okay, this is a luxury variant. So it's got leather interior, which, depends on what you want out of your internet spaceship. And I think it actually, now that I think about it, as a luxury ship, it runs a little bit quieter. We'll get to the Mantis, I promise. We're just doing all the Auroras first. So then these will be the Esquire and the Clipper. Okay, this is the Esquire. I think this is the one that you actually start with normally. Yeah, the Esquire is the standard beginner variant of the ship. You've got these two little nose cannons. You got your cargo clamps. And that's about it. I believe these are size 1 hardpoints. Yes, they are. Okay. And then this one is the Clipper. And what? I think it has maybe bigger cargo clamps? I could be wrong. Okay, yeah, okay, so it sacrifices its power plant for more cargo space. Got you. Okay, so those are the various differences. And then finally, the Mantis. And these things are the bane of certain people's existences. They're not all that well armed, but they have something on them called a quantum snare. These things can pull you out of quantum. These things can stop you dead out of FTL and keep you there. Now you can fly around at sublight, so you could try to shoot them down. But these things are used as interdictors. So they're a way for a bounty hunter to keep their prey from running away in PvP. Not what I meant to do, but you know what? I'll take it. And they're used by pirates, also in PvP. Be warned though, if you're using one, turning on the quantum snare may get you labeled as an outlaw if you're not doing it right. Bathroom, bed, food prep, cockpit. The thing is, you always want backup if you're in one of these, unless you're a really good pilot. They're not well armed. They just have the 2 guns besides the snare. they're fairly fragile. You know, you got to balance it somehow. If you're out on your own and you pull the wrong guy out of FTL, he's gonna beat you to death before going on his way. Or girl, whoever they are, they're gonna beat you to death before going on their way if you don't have backup or know what you're doing. Like in the commercial, they pull a Caterpillar, which is an armored transport, out of FTL, and the comments are just full of people joking that immediately after the camera cut, the Caterpillar proceeded to murder the Mantis before going on its way. So that's the Auroras and the Mantis. Now we're going to go downstairs and see one of my favorite ground vehicles, in spite dying in one, horribly, as well as 3 not yet in the game ships. And unlike last time, all the physical ships here, you can buy, you can rent, you can fly. Big guns. Soon. And you know what? I completely forgot. I'm running around. You can hear my character breathing heavy. If you wear normal clothes, like normal light clothes, and do your running, it's a lot easier on your character than running around your spacesuit. So this is the Ursa Rover. And as I was telling the story yesterday, I used these to run a bus line to help when the elevators went down between the spaceport and here. And I froze to death in one of these. I'm playing as a she character, but yes. And I froze to death in one of these. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. Thank you for the lemon up too. But yeah, this is the Ursa Rover. A lot of people like a lot of the other vehicles, but this is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, I know. I should at least take the helmet off for now. Oh, right. The wall's in the way. I'll do it in a second. So, yeah, you got the weapon rack, you got a locker, you got 4 seats that you can fold up for cargo space. Up here, you have the pilot and co-pilot. And the pilot has control over 2 small guns. And you can also hand over control to the co-pilot. And yeah, I was just holed up in one of these with my supplies like this in the middle of a blizzard and just slowly froze to death because the one guy who came to rescue me couldn't get to me in the blizzard. And it was a terrifying moment in the game, but holy smokes, it's something that can happen in this game. But, you know, in spite having died in one of these, I really like it. I like that it's contained, so you do have some shelter. I mean, I would have died a lot faster if I hadn't been in the Ursa. It's durable, it's decently fast. It's a good little rover. I like it. And then there's nothing but lounges over on this side. So we're going to look at the ships that aren't in the game yet. Alright, helmet! So my character can at least breathe freely. Okay, there we go. So, this is the Scorpius. It's like a mix between an X-Wing and a Star Fury. Got 4 big wingtip guns. But then, if I can get around to try to see it, it's got a turret on top that a co-pilot controls. There we are. And, as a pretty neat feature, where you see on the back there it has that runner, that turret can swing back and around and under. So it can dynamically shift around to pick and choose targets. And yes, the wings are also swing wings, so they can open and close like an X-Wing. It's rather blatant, but we like it because of that. The Perseus, Corvette, big gunboat. Big gunboat. Dorsal and ventral projectile cannons. 2 small torpedo tubes. And 2 small defensive turrets. And that's it. It's a Corvette. Its big claim to fame are those 2 big turrets that it has for taking on ships much bigger than it is. And it's designed to provide capital scale firepower with the minimum required crew. So, because it is a capital ship, it's a Corvette, it's the smallest of the capital ships. And you only need 5 people to run it. Fully. Pilot and 4 gunners. And then the pilot's using the torpedoes. Now, it's not going to be very effective that way, but it does give you the ability to field a lot of firepower with not a lot of people. Over here is the other Corvette, the Polaris. This requires significantly more than 5 people. It is a big torpedo boat. It's got 4 big torpedoes, torpedo tubes with like, I think size 10 torpedoes on it, which are bigger than anything in the game right now. You can see it's covered in gun turrets as well, and then on its back, which you can't see, it has its own hangar bay, bigger than the one on the Carrack. And you can see this thing's got a real big back end for some nice large engines, so she's going to be fast. And these are big organization type vessels. These aren't really for us regular players. These are for the organizations and the big player groups to pile into, because this needs, I don't know, like a pilot, 8 gunners, and then the person for the and then a pilot for the fighter at minimum. Big starship. Not the biggest, but big for what us players are running around with. The Imperial Navy has some things to say about big starships. And then, like I said, this is just a lounge, and that is the RSI section of the Expo today. Not as big as the Anvil one, but not bad either. And so what I'm going to do is I forgot to set my sticks up. Oops. But what I'm going to do is we're going to take a Constellation and an Ursa, and we're going to go find some place to just drive around and explore a little bit. And I need to be on the stairs because I keep tripping and falling when I'm on the flat ground when I'm running down the slope. And hopefully we'll do that in a place that has that is struggling less. Probably no missions today, just screwing around most likely. You know, I'm taking a Constellation. I have that rented for 48 hours, and it's got beds. So I might just go to sleep wherever I am with the Connie. And then log back in from there and fly back to the Expo afterwards. And if we have a lot of time, probably tomorrow, not tonight, but tomorrow, we'll probably might actually grab one of the ground vehicles like the Ursa or maybe the Spartan and go, oh, no, yes, and go roving about in the Microtech city, because you can do that.
Careful, doors are now closing.
Excuse me. Lorville has you pretty locked down. ArcCorp, you'll fall to your death. And oh, it's this way. And Horizon is, or Orison is City in the Clouds. So am I going? What direction are we going? Darn you, slideshow! Okay, we're going this way. Where was I? Oh yeah. But even though it's completely snowed in, like several bottom floors level of snow have just covered the city, you can still get in a vehicle, or you can just walk. But whichever you choose to do, you can still wander around the city and see the frozen disaster. Because that's what it is. Microtech is a terraforming experiment gone wrong, where the city ended up frozen accidentally. Well, where the planet ended up frozen accidentally. It wasn't supposed to be this cold. And now, you know, now they're making the best of the best of what they have. They you know, it's a tech planet, so they rent out places on the planet, I guess, for machinery and experiments that rely on things being very, very cold. So instead of having to set up air conditioning, they just pump in air from outside, because it is an oxygenated atmosphere. They don't need to worry about keeping everything self-contained. Sorry, I'm simultaneously trying to check to make sure everything is still working, given how many problems we had when this whole thing started.
Nearing next stop. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Hopefully, once we get away from here, the slideshow will end a little bit, because, well, as we've established, the servers do not like the Expo. Expo doesn't... Uh-oh. Oh, no. No! Yes! Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do...
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation...
Put the helmet back on, because now we're going to need it.
Remember, Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
And got all the Hornets. There we go. The Constellation Andromeda.
My
Oh.
the Empire's leader
Claim it just in case we decide we want one.
where creative innovation.
And, oh, that reminds me. You can go to... Here. Nice to know that's still having issues. You can go over to these ship rental places. And you should also be able to rent ships from here, instead of requiring you to go to the Expo. And there's multiple rental places throughout the system. Normally these only have very specific rentals and you gotta pay for them. Well, okay, that's at least what they said. I might have to check that. Huh. Oh no, no, it was from the ship buying places, wasn't it? I'll have to double check for next time. Make sure I know what I'm talking about, because I clearly don't.
Please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
And I really got to get out of here, because this slideshow is starting to bug me.
Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's bar at the promenade. Only a quick ride on the metro loop.
So we're going to call the Constellation. Then we're going to fly it out to in front of... Oh, I didn't set my sticks up. That's right.
Welcome to the new Babbage
Hangar 14. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this with keyboard and mouse, and then I'm going to set up my controls.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the next incredibly accommodation? Located downtown, luxurious Sapphire Ground.
So I'm going to take the Constellation, fly it out in front of the spaceport, land, walk into the spaceport because it has a surface entrance, call the Ursa, and then drive the Ursa into the Constellation and fly someplace else. You can see the Constellations do in fact come with their fighters. Yay! So yeah, fully crewed Constellation is a nasty thing to deal with. They were in a bad place for a while there, but they are in a great place right now. Man, I haven't flown with keyboard and mouse in a while. This could be interesting. Assuming the server isn't just going to continue to struggle. This could be bad. Oh, and see these open panels? Another advantage of the Constellation is they have some, not like best in business, but still pretty darn good VTOL capability for handling in planets. Alright, we're going to try this again. This is another reason why I tend to actually, on my main account, I prefer to have a ship with a bed and sleep outside of the commons area like in a regular convention. Instead of dealing with the spaceport. I'll get my fuel and rearm at the station above me, and try not to use the spaceport unless I have to. Come on. I only have so much time tonight, please. I mean, I could always just go down to the surface entrance and drive around out there, but I was hoping to fly away from the city, hopefully get better frame rates. Alright, let's see what happens if I use the Moby Glass. I'm begging you, let me out of here.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Huzzah. Alright. Now we're going to collect the Ursa and then get out of here. The entrance is right underneath the train depot. So that's where we're going to go.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Actually, with all the depot problems, I'm actually going to go to the other entrance. We're going to fly all the way back over to the other entrance. And pick up the Ursa there. You see these big glowing blue circles? These are hover engines that help increase this ship's fuel efficiency and prevent it from just falling out of the sky when flying in atmosphere for extended periods of time, which is a problem some ships have. Some ships that don't have good VTOL engines just do not have a good time when it comes to flying around in the atmosphere. Again, you can see the Expo off in the distance. Trains going back and forth below us. Someone else has landed outside of the Expo. That's a smart thing to do. Sometimes you come out here and there's just a dozen ships all parked outside the common garage, the commons garage, just to avoid having to deal with the spaceport. Oh, there's a Carrack here. They're probably picking up a vehicle too. Man, this slideshow makes flying hard. I will, you know what, I'm going to pick up some cold weather clothes while I'm here. Yeah, I know proximity warning. I'm trying to land. There we go. What's buzzing me? Not answering right now. Just gonna pick up some cold weather clothes and the Ursa, and then we're gonna get out of here and hopefully get to better frames. And if we still don't have better frames, then yes, I'll drop the quality. Doesn't look very far when you're in a big spaceship, but the moment you're on foot... I probably could have parked a little bit closer. I was just worried with the slideshow. Oh my gosh. That's it. That's it. I'll try turning it back up again once we're out of here. That is not much better at all. There's the Carrick. My helmet is yelling at me to not freeze to death. There's the garage. Oh, did someone park in front of the garage again? I don't understand why people do this. They just park right in the middle of this road. I guess they're trying to not freeze to death, but come on. Other people need this too. No, you know what? It's probably a newbie since it's an Aurora. They probably don't know any better. Did my frames actually get worse when I dropped my quality? Alright, now before I pick up the Ursa, I'm going to pick up some cold weather clothes. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I'm gonna change one setting, see if it changes anything. I think I remember hearing, actually, that in the current patch, switching it to low actually adds load to your CPU instead of your GPU. So let's see if this fixes anything. I'm gonna keep the rest of this stuff down pretty far. No, it doesn't look like it did much. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Hopefully we start getting better frames. I could turn it back up again. Since you can't breathe with the helmet on that's supposed to supply you oxygen. Oh right, this probably is not helping. Alright. I'm just gonna grab this whole set off of this. There's the jacket. There's the gloves. There's the pants. There's the boots. Oh. You know I don't have very long. Please stop. And I'm gonna get the head cover just in case. All right, I need a actual shirt for under the jacket. Gonna grab one of these sweaters. Right, so you can breathe in here. I'm not going to actually put... Well, nah, it's on. I'm going to leave it on. There we go. Equipped for cold weather conditions. Admittedly, this is the equipment set that I froze to death in. But hopefully that won't happen again as I pull out the Ursa Rover, which I also froze to death in while wearing these clothes. This may not be the best idea I've had. I would take the Spartan, but I didn't want to go fighting over what would or wouldn't fit. I know that the Ursa works fine, so that's what I'm going to use.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. Systems check. Shields power is low.
You are clear to launch.
Well, I'm going to drive, not launch, but thank you. Much easier to do when I have my control scheme.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, it looks like the carrot took off, quite literally. Now, I would just drive around here, but, you know, it's... No, 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 no. It's ice! It's on ice! It's on ice! That could have been a lot worse. Trying to remember where the... Oh. Oh, wait, it's over here. Crap. This is going to be hard to do with the slideshow. Also, apparently, my jumpsuit provides me better cold weather protection than these clothes right now. I don't know. All right. Nope, not over far enough. This is so much easier when the game isn't running at 3 FPS. No, we're back to this. Perfect. Not perfect! Not perfect! Maybe? That didn't give me a whole lot of confidence. Well, it looks fine. What's that ladder that's way over there? It's on the other side of the solar system. Alright, let's see if we can get away from the slideshow. We can close the main VTOL engines because we are just using the actual main engines to get us out of here. Making a break from it to hopefully get away from all this fun with the slideshows. Now, I wonder... This should have a half-decent basic quantum in it. And it has a nice big fuel tank. So we can go to Hurston and rove around. Microtech is very, very pretty, but I just don't want to deal with the slideshow. So, for the time that we have left, let's go someplace that should have much better frame rate. Or we could just go completely into slideshow mode. Good, you're streaming this game.
Autodrive is now off.
it is okay. It's starting to speed up, but clearly being around Microtech is not going to do anyone any favors. Nope, don't do that. Over here trying to fly without my usual control setup. There we go. The frame rate slowly improves. Yay! Checking on everything while we fly. Oh, I bet that's part of the problem. Hello, let me turn your quality down. That should help a little bit as well. Oh man, that engine's still not great, but at least we're getting better frames. Oh, we can do stuff like this. Okay, yeah. That's much better for frames. Yeah, I probably could have pulled that back a little bit farther. Yeah, and everything's even looking better too, so it was just having rendering problems as the result of being at New Babbage. That is the one big problem that I am really sad has to affect people during Expo, because the Expo is unquestionably the best time. It would be the best environment to bring new people in, free fly, see everything on display in one place, check stuff out for free in-game as well. But you run into the problem of wherever the expo's held, just having the worst performance of the different areas. And so that's something that makes me sad that people have to deal with that. Can I figure out how to open the table while we're doing this? I know that's where you sit. And this is a patented... Oh no, it's not. Never mind. It should be a patented toilet. It is apparently not, though. Or it might just be because it's a rental model. That looks like it's where the toilet's supposed to pop out, so I guess it's probably a toilet. Gonna have the table controls. Maybe, do I have to be sitting? Oh, I might need to be sitting. Okay, so the table clearly does something. It's just... not triggering for whatever reason. Weird. Just gonna show off one of the turrets as well. Still there. Oh, right, powered on. And the bottom turret's the same, just bottom. You know what, with the improved performance, now that we're away from New Babbage, wonder if I can get away with this. I know it still doesn't quite like it with the streaming. That's not too bad. Oh, wait, no, that's the sound it makes when it's getting ready to finally land. Or come out of quantum. Panic, panic, panic. There we go. So yeah, the worst of it is actually because of the Expo, unfortunately. But hey, we're getting some nice good frames. Now, did I just launch myself into a sandstorm? Seriously? Seriously? So we're just going to start moving towards a place to set down. Hopefully a little bit clearer. Oh yeah, I did just go into a sandstorm. Come on. All right. Gonna blind ourselves with going into the sun and look for a clear spot. So you can actually enjoy running around on this. Okay. Over there. Okay, so yeah, I think... Well, I mean, okay. I guess right below us is a decent spot. Hurston Dynamics bombed this place into a dust ball, which is why there's so many sandstorms and things. They use their own planet as a nice little testing ground. On one hand, at least they use their planet and not someone else's. On the other, oh, poor planet. Okay, this place looks like it's reasonably clear. It's a rockier part. I was hoping to find one of the savanna areas. But we'll at least start here. Yeah, there's some trees and stuff. There we go. This looks like a good spot. Or not trees, or cacti. Sorry. My apologies to cactus kind everywhere. Oh! Too fast. A little too fast. There we go. Oh, not too fast. It's just contours of the land. Okay, I'll take that too. I'm going to... because I definitely don't need the cold weather stuff. All right, lights. End of storms rolling in here. Why wouldn't it be? The Ursa has amazing suspension. And you can drive from first person. I prefer the third person for being able to see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Thank you, Anti-Crash Physics. I love you. Not bad for an exploration vehicle. Thank you, Anti-Crash Physics. I still love you. That was done specifically because tow cables and things are coming in with tractor beams. So until they're fully set, they're just kind of fudging it so we don't get ourselves stuck immediately. And if you think this is bad, with how bouncy it is on a normal sized planet, you can imagine the kind of jumps you can get off of a low gravity moon, which we will be doing later. Probably not tonight, unfortunately, but we will be doing later. Uh-oh. Okay, I should have the ship marker in first person view at least. There we go. Just remind... Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Good. Just remind anyone of driving the Mako from Mass Effect. Maybe that's why I really like this thing. You can hear the rocks hitting from the storm. Now, Hurston does have some savannas and like sort of forested areas. I mean, you know, it's not like a real dense forest or anything. But it does have some nice areas where green is working on getting back to the planet. No, these sandstorms definitely do not help. So I'm going to try to find one of those spots too. Though I think we're going to be stuck here for tonight, and then just showing you that, you know, this is, to me, the ability to just rove around and explore and have fun and do stupid stuff is in itself a wonderful addition to the game. And there's a ton of other vehicles. You saw 2 of them. We are gonna see more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. You can find caves to drive into, big ones, not just the little ones like what you saw in the first stream. You can find caves to fly into, too. Yay, clear! Ha! We outlasted the storm. Huzzah! Look at this. Look at this detail. I bet if I took a screenshot, maybe minus the Ursa, maybe minus the Ursa, I could take a screenshot and have someone ask me, "Hey, where is that?" I don't know how well it comes through on the stream, but this is great with the details turned up like they should be. I bet that you could pass off some of these places as, like, hey, this is real. Man, I love playing this game on max graphics. Oh, Storm's back. Storm's back. Back into the vehicle. You can absolutely get killed by flying debris. Okay, I thought the Connie was over there. What I hit? Oh, I see what I hit. Okay, I wish I had more time. This dealing with the slideshow ended up taking forever. I'm just gonna drive into the Connie and log out here, and then we'll be able to do some planetary exploring before going back to the convention slideshow next time. But at least we got ourselves set up. Oh, this is a bad one. Okay, cool. I'm real glad I got into the Ursa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. I don't think anti-crash physics are gonna save me. Anti-crash physics. Oh no. Wait, the wind is actually pushing me. The wind is actually pushing me. That's part of what's causing the roll. I wonder if I can use that. This could be interesting, or this could just be bad. Come on. This is part of the reason why I like to drive in third person. So I can see stuff like this, though. This storm would not have made that easy. Oh. Oh. Come on, girl. Oh. Oh, is she getting in somewhere? No, no, she just getting more stuck. Well, I think that's probably it. I'm gonna have to try to run back to the Connie in this thing. In the middle of a sandstorm, so you might get to watch me die again, assuming I can get out. Yep, that's it for that. Oh! Yay, glitches. Now we just gotta hope and pray that I don't get hit by a piece of flying debris. Because the Connie is over there. Hup. I am definitely not dressed for success. I don't even have any medical stuff on me. So we're getting to the Connie. I'm sad that we have to abandon the rover, but there's nothing we could do. Gonna have to insurance claim it. We're getting to the Connie. Only good news is you can claim it at places other than Microtech. So I can just flee to a mining station and take care of things instead of having to go all the way back to New Babbage. He probably does. Can I run in this? I can. Okay, cool. Oh! Oh! I can't wait for tractor beams, because then I could rescue the Ursa. I can't believe a rock hasn't hit me yet. Now that I've said that, I'm sure it probably will right as I reach the ship. Okay. I feel bad about leaving the Ursa, but there's nothing I can do. And then that's pretty much going to be it for this session. I'm just going to have a quick look around at the outside from the main window. I do think these ships could use more windows to be able to see what's out there, especially since it's been confirmed canon. You know that that what they're made out of is as strong as the rest of the hull, just clear and more expensive. I guess that's why most of the luxury ships do have more windows, so, you know, maybe that does lend a lot more to the Phoenix just for being able to see outside. I don't know. Alright, we're going to show you bed logging, and that's going to be it. Short one today, more tomorrow. We'll do more planetary exploring before we go to the Expo, just so that we can have some fun without having to deal with the slideshow. Because you see, I'm running on max settings, and when I'm away from New Babbage, it works great. So it really is an Expo thing. Can't wait for those screens to work too. So there we go. And then we should be in this ship, in this place, tomorrow when we log back in. So we are going to get ready to do the treasure giveaway for today, because we are past the 5 lemon limit. So anyone who is not watching on DLive that wants to try to collect their lemons, please head over to DLive. To everyone else, I'm sorry that it's DLive exclusive. I thank everyone once again for watching, for hanging out. It's been fun. The slideshow, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And we will be back again with more Star Citizen and more of the Expo tomorrow. And yeah, I'm just buying a little bit of time for people to get ready for the treasure chest. So I guess I'll say, you know the drill. Follow, subscribe, like. You get the idea. I'm starting to add a couple links where you can do easy stuff to help support me. Really appreciate it. You have my DSO accounts, BitClout, Diamond app, and then the regular Steam it and Twitter to follow what's going on. And yeah, that is going to be it. I hope you're all ready. We are going to do the treasure chest drop, and then that is it for this stream. We are giving away, it looks like 6.2, might make up to 6.3 by the time I finish the countdown. We're doing a countdown in chat, and then I'm gonna go because of lag. So, treasure chest countdown. Though, oh no, is it not going to DLive again? No. DLive, what's going on? You need to be the one to get the countdown. Oh, there we go. Okay. Chest is open. Rewards are going out. People are getting their free lemons. Don't tell me the chest glitched again. I don't have time to wait. No. I don't have time to wait to do another one. No. I have to leave. I've already stalled as long as I can. I'm sorry. We will definitely be doing a chest tomorrow. Then, if this didn't work, I am really sorry. I do not have the time. I stalled as long as I could to just stream as long as I could. I'm sorry. That's all I have time for. Wait, no. The chest is empty. Someone got the lemons. Refresh. Check your lemon balances. Someone won. Well, someone got the lemons. Unfortunately, post it. Well, okay. Oh, did you win lemons? Up to saying 3.72 lemons. Cool. Okay, so it did distribute the lemons. It just glitched in telling me who won them. Congrats to the winners. Like I said, I wish I could hang out longer. I got dinner, then gotta run. It has been a lot of fun. Glad to get out of the slideshow. We will do more stuff before heading back to the expo for tomorrow. And yeah, that is it for me. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great Saturday evening or Sunday morning or whatever time it is there.